They're hard engaged. The arrow is going to be an absolutely critical tool for them being able to pick fights that they want.
Yeah, there's one thing common with Freljord champs, and that's crowd control.
Yeah.
And it's team fight, you know? A lot more structure to the team fight with an Ash.
Fight for the crowd. Neither jungler has their smite. So this is going to come down to a full-on brawl, potentially. Both top laners also at about half HP. Audieland wants to start it up here with the third talent strike onto Thanatos. And there's the Flame Spitter. A ton of damage to the Cloud9. First blood over to LYON as Audieland is still alive, trying to turn it back around onto Blabber. Licorice flashing away, needs a little bit more damage. Sane has made his way up to the fight, and LYON just got 2-0 up here on the top side river. Now Loki wants to get one back. Licorice has already flashed, so he's going to die there. Loki still trying to get another. Flashes over the other way back towards the river, but now he's going to die too. Feet of Warfare claimed. 4 minutes and 9 seconds into the game for
the wave backwards, and so they do cover here, and at least allows him that little bit of out, even though he had to take the kind of suboptimal recall before. He waited, you know, waits the timing for his. Does look like Cloud9 are going to say, we'll make a play somewhere else.
Oh, Saint getting caught off guard as Loki makes the engage here with a Shurima shuffle. Blabber ready to follow him up, but here comes LYONs on the defense. LYON rallying the troops, bringing everybody together. They're going to keep their mid laner alive as Blabber is now the sacrificial Sejuani, and it's a 4-1 game.
Beginning, and it just gives you so much survivability in the skirmishes when you get your attacks off on the individual champs. Licorice, though.
Thanatos going in looking for Licorice. Doesn't find him there with the public execution. The Rumble's got to try to get away, but Vulcan's ready to back him up. Thanatos grabbing a critical kill here for C9 as now they're backing away. Audieland shows up, but it's
At least there's a crab up here. Oh, they're teleporting. They're going to try and dive. Can they actually stop the recall, though? Saint cancels it himself. Now he's surrounded.
Yeah, he's going to try to get away from this one, but Blabber and Vulcan both ready to try to stop him. Blabber stepping away from the seismic shove. Saint taking a ton of damage here, but honestly not enough. C9, they try to make the move, but with only a Sejuani and a Rakan, you don't have the threat you need. Loki tries to go in for the engage, but Saint with a flash out keeps himself alive yet again. Cloud9 now finding themselves overextended behind enemy lines as Loki just gets cooked. C9 go for a sloppy play and get punished. Hina flashes over the wall, ready to keep him slowed down here with a volley. Saint arrives, but he's completely out of mana. There's nothing left here for the seismic shove. Audieland wants more damage onto Thanatos, and a beautiful equalizer welcomes him to Ash arrows. Haven't really found a big value one yet. A lot of them have come very close, but just slightly off.
Yeah, if Thanatos was truly window shopping there, that would have been a sick one. I like still going for those, you know, at the recall positions, because there's the LTA, but it would be a tremendous feat if they could take down Cloud9 here in a best-of-3 in stage number 2. We're a long way from that actually happening. Yeah. And they've got a lot of work to do, but they are taking the necessary steps here. Licorice and Audieland continue to push on bottom side, and since they got the Void Grubs, even though they give over Rift Herald, they already got the outer turret on bottom, and they're going to force down the secondary turret too. Secondary turrets worth so much more for your team. Really, really effective here for LYON to continue pushing through and get the X down into the dragon. Looks like they will just do that. This thing goes down super easy. And so now it's very hard for Cloud9 to even approach dragon, and they might just have to give it up.
Right, man. I don't think Cloud9 is too interested in this. Instead, they're just going to take the opportunity with LYON down in the bottom side river, use the Herald mid, try to guarantee the tier 1 turret take. I believe it needs a little bit more damage for the Herald to actually get the kill. Nope, not quite. Had just enough to take it down. Nicely done there. So C9 is going to trade evenly on those tier 1s.
Down. Wait a second. Thanatos just used the Ambessa ult. They couldn't quite catch him.
Oh boy, a TP coming in. C9 looking for their moment here. Audieland could be the pick. Tries to get back over the wall. Nice shuffle from Loki. Tosses him right back over when the shutdown goes in for Thanatos. Saint arrives, but it might be a little too late to do anything. Now Loki's going to get caught out, and I'm dead wrong, and Loki's just dead.
We have to keep some vision of Otacon, but everybody knows it's pretty dangerous. Sven, though.
Here we go again. They once again want to target the enemy AD carry. Saint jumps in there. Nice use of the seismic shove. The follow-up is there. And without the cleanse. Blabber also nearby, ready to smite fight for this. Thanatos is just taking the blast cone over the wall. Sven just now making his way out of the base to try to get up here and join this fight. The Thornbound Otacon is already claimed by LYON. Thing down. They've already got it down to 1/3, but Audieland is ready to contest. LYON's bringing in a TP. The Weaver's Wall arrives. Saint has made his way into the pit. The Drake is claimed, however, by Blabber and Cloud9. A nice equalizer comes down on most most of the C9 roster, but it's Thanatos causing trouble, putting the pressure on the Saint as Henna's already been shut down, but they trade it back for Sven. Thanatos drops next, and LYON are scrambling and winning the fight. Loki gets the kill on Saint. A double kill over to Blabber, though, as C9 have lost 3, LYON have lost 3. There's only 2 men left standing on either side, and now Blabber may have overstayed his welcome to kill a couple of minions. Brother, you do not have a tier 2 turret. That thing got killed a while back. The Electro Harpoon does not connect.
To make some early move before that happens. Let's see if they can get a pick. Seismic shove.
They want the seismic shove, and they find it onto Vulcan. A lot of damage, but not enough to kill him here at the very start. He uses the quickness defensively to try to get away, as Audieland now has to want to escape as Blabber leads the charge, and Thanatos has found the flank, but now he's in the middle of everybody. He dies before he can do anything. Loki wants to get the shuffle, but now he's dead too. Cloud9 have already lost both solo laners. Vulcan now drops. Everybody in C9 jerseys ain't breathing no more. Sven, the last man standing. A triple kill for Henna. A beautiful trap laid and sprung by LYON. Pays off.
Great defense from LYON there, defending around the Taliyah, and Saint had an arm guard. That arm guard bought some extra time.
I was wondering, how are they going to be able to deal with this team fight? With their limited engage tools, how is it going to 1,500 for the Baron? So we'll see how much gold they can add to that with these tier 2s that are still standing. This first one up here in top lane will be taken out. As you can see, Saint applying the split pressure over in mid while Sven tries to defend that. Thanatos was just getting the wave shoved up in bottom to prevent any additional pressure there. Saint still hanging around in the enemy jungle. Blabber is looking for the chance at a flank here, but keep in mind that if C9 goes for anything, the Weaver's Wall, there it is, can still come up and try to stop their defense. Audieland jumps in on Vulcan, but it's only to buy enough time for the rest of the team to knock the turret over. LYON has cracked.
Going on to every team member is actually fairly high combat power. LYON, though, right back to pushing duty with their Ash Arrow dodge there. Sven able to juke it with the Valk.
And Henna's already critically low on HP. LYON bungling their engage here as Cloud9 has total control over the pit. Audieland has already lost hysterics. LYON, they really wanted to stop him. They really wanted to try to get the soul, but it all ends up falling apart as now Licorice might just get picked off by Thanatos. The stasis buys him a little bit of extra time, so Vulcan's quickness can't follow it up properly, but the soul types of angles. So I want to see what can LYON find in terms of actually picking a fight. The arrow only connects onto Blabber. Now the equalizer doesn't get a whole lot of anything here for the follow-up. LYON, this is what I was worried about. This is what I was talking about. They go for the engage, but their tools are so limited that Cloud9, as long as they're aware of what's happening, then can fall back.
Yeah, everything's spent on Blabber. Now Cloud9 going to go for it.
Oh, Vulcan botches his own engage. The quickness doesn't connect, and now Henna's on a rampage. Blabber has to try to get away. C9 just completely handed it to him, and LYON with a kill on the jungler, a kill on the support. Now they're going to get a kill on their second Baron of the game, 17-7. LYON feeling good.
Cloud9 thought they were safe. There was no more Rumble Ultimate Flowers, and they go in and they just get kneecapped right in front of Baron.
Boom.
That is ideal for LYON. Another fight right by the Baron. They instantly pick it up, and they're going to push in to destroy the base. Inhibitor here is going to fall very quickly. They've got Saint with teleport pushing through mid. The Taliyah actually is going to go bottom side to push that wave even quicker.
Oh,
is he going to Taliyah wall towards the Azir? He's chasing Azir down while the rest of the team ends the game.
They're going straight for the Nexus turrets. The first one's already down. The teleport's coming back from Loki to try to defend the second. LYON's 4-man squad has taken an inhibitor, taken an Nexus turret. The equalizer's already off cooldown as they continue to force C9. They've got the Baron for another 45 seconds. They're going to try to use it to force down the tier 3 turret over here as Loki gets caught out. He's instantly dead. Vulcan isn't close enough to try to save him with the Mikhails. The Mikhails is actually still on cooldown from earlier. And LYON with a pick on the Cloud9 mid laner. Now with a 5v4, knocking on the door to the Nexus itself. The equalizer puts pressure on Sven, who has to try to Valk away. The remaining members of Cloud9 want to stand and fight, but Vulcan and Blabber are already down to 10% HP. A little bit more damage will finish the job. LYON are gonna take this first game 20-7. They're up 1-0 against C9.
LYON, they've done it. Game number 1 is theirs, 20-7.